Hello. Hi, good evening. This is Cole, and we are here tonight because we want to discuss the natural stevia as your sugar substitute and what benefit could you get from taking a natural stevia, and is it safe for you? And stevia is getting a lot of attention recently, and there's so many questions being thrown at it. Some people said that this stevia is not good for the health because FDA didn't approve it. But just to make a quick background of what happened to the rocky experience of stevia with FDA is FDA didn't approve stevia originally, but since Coca-Cola and Pepsi will be using an extract from the stevia leaves, FDA approved these extracts, and later on, FDA agreed that some of the extracts in stevia is safe for human consumption, but but the other side of the story here is that two big companies has to use stevia first in their product before they approve stevia. So what the logic here is that um, FDA is being questioned why they will just be approving stevia right now when it has to, when they could have approved it the long time ago. Um, and one of the things that we are actually looking at is because artificial sweetener that time back in 2008 is a multi-billion-dollar business. And if all the benefits and all the claims that stevia is getting, it will be a big threat for these big artificial sweeteners company. So, and we think that that could have contributed for the FDA to make their decision that time. But right now, it is being used by many countries, especially Japan, because using of alternative sweeteners in their country has been banned. So they've been using this sugar for decades, and so far there were no reported side effects or any major health, negative impact on health when it comes to using it. So, and just to make a quick background of why we are trying to look for a sugar substitute is because we're trying to reduce our sugar intake. I bet you already know what negative side effects that sugar can give out. But did you know that sugar is present in almost every food you eat? Sugar is not the only source of sugar. If you eat your favorite snacks, your pasta, if you drink sugary drinks, if you eat white rice, bread came from refined flour, these are source of carbohydrates. And if you have too much of these things, it can turn into sugar in the body. And if that's the case, and if that's the case, 70% of your intake comes from sugar. So that's not a healthy fact, right? And it says here that most of the obesity cases are due to high sugar intake. Too much sugar in the body is dangerous, especially when you don't burn it. Excess sugar will be stored as body fat, which is the cause of weight gain, especially belly fat. If you notice that you have this big belly, it is one of the signs that you're taking too much sugar or you have too much sugar in your body. And let's talk about the negative side effects of sugar. Sugar can cause tooth decay. That's why we tell our young ones not to eat, too much candies, chocolates, ice cream, those sweetie things, right? Because we know for a fact that sugar can actually produce acids that would cause cavities, bad breath. It promotes bacterial growth in your mouth. And did you know this is worse for the girls? I know I have a sweet tooth, and it's really hard for me to cut back from sugar. And thanks to stevia, I have a better way to reduce my sugar intake. And too much sugar actually destroys your skin. What it does, if you have too much sugar in your body, it cannot burn it. So what's gonna happen is it will turn into a kind of chemical. I forgot what it's called, but what this chemical does is it divides collagen and proteins that hold up your skin together to make it look firm and radiant. And as a result of these, wrinkles, dull skin, and it can speed up aging. And this is the last thing I want for myself. I don't want to look beyond my age. As much as possible, I want to go younger and younger and younger every day, right? So if you have that same goal as mine when it comes to your skincare or your beauty routine, you know make sure that you are taking quality food, because your inside, what you have in the inside comes out. Your health shows on your skin. So one of the ways to make sure is to reduce your sugar intake, or if you can omit it from your diet, that will be the best. And here's the thing, it can overload your liver that leads to fatty liver. Sugar is being converted into two kinds of simple sugars called glucose and fructose. And the problem with fructose is that it can only be digested by the liver in significant amounts. So if you overeat fructose, it will turn into glycogen and will be stored in your liver for next use. So if you have this constant eating habits of taking in too much sugar in your body, you know, your liver will pile up uh, the storage for your sugar. So what's gonna happen is it can lead to fatty liver. Have you seen gizzard, chicken liver? That's the exact same thing that happens when you have bad habits of eating sugar, too much sugar in your body. It creates fatty liver. And when you have weak liver, then it can cause toxic to your body. It's not good for your health, and it promotes cancer. As you know, insulin is one of the key hormones that helps you fight cancer cells in your body. For this reason, when your body cannot produce insulin due to high sugar intake, it can lead to cancer in the long run. And the sugar, this is the part that I really hate the most about sugar, is that it is addictive. Sugar sends signals to your brain to get more sugar, and that explains why that when you started eating carbohydrates, or when you started eating chocolates, it's really hard to stop. I mean, for me, what I do, if I start my day not really watching what I eat, I will just binge out all day, and I will just be a couch potato, watch the TV or sleep it off, because I'm so full, and I'm not anorexic, so I don't do those things. But too much food in your body can really slow you down. So sugar, this is one thing that you need to avoid, is to be addictive to sugar, because it can do so many bad things to your body. And the negative side effects of your sugar in your skin, your body, should give enough reasons why you should look for sugar alternatives. And one of the sweetener replacements that I'm looking at is stevia. I'm not looking at it right now, but I'm actually already using it, and I'm pretty happy with the results that I'm getting. And let me inform you why you have to use the stevia now as early as possible. How can help? I mean, how stevia can help you with your sugar issue is to regulate blood glucose. Um, when stevia is used as a sugar substitute, it can help in regulating blood sugar levels. Many users of stevia claim that it helped them with their sugar issues, especially diabetic people. They are the ones who experience this problem most of the time. So the good thing about this is stevia is really sweet, as in 200% sweeter than sugar. But the good part is it doesn't contain any calories to mess up your diet, and it doesn't give you the urge to eat more sugar. So what it does is it gives you this feeling of satisfaction. You feel full, you just feel great. And the food that you took will just be enough. You have this feeling that you had enough. So if you're trying to lose weight, I will definitely recommend stevia. And another part is it lowers blood pressure. And this is the great part. Stevia has antibacterial properties. Unlike sugar, which can lead to cavities in the mouth, stevia does the opposite. It has antibacterial properties that fights off those bacteria. It is now being used in mouthwashes, toothpaste products, and even face cream because it is also found to help in the treatment of eczema and acne. As I mentioned, it has antibacterial properties. So if you have eczema, acne, stevia can actually help you. There are so many resources on how you can use it as your beauty product, and yeah, just make some quick research, and I might probably put up a video on how you can use it as your beauty product. And also, did you know that stevia was found, the leaves of stevia was found that it has moisturizing properties, so it is perfect for face creams, and it can give you a healthy glow. It can help you get rid of wrinkles and dry skin. This is the beauty. And there's another part is stevia helps in calcium formation. Women who have taken stevia were found to have stronger bones that prevented them from having osteoporosis. So this is most common in women as we age. Our bones become brittle, it becomes weaker. So another thing with stevia is it sweetens your drinks, your coffee, while helping you build up calcium in your bones, and does help you have strong bones and prevent osteoporosis in the future. So, for women, it is important that you drink your calcium. I mean, you have continuous calcium intake because that's one of osteoporosis is one of the disease that we encounter in our old life. Uh, what else? So I probably mentioned this earlier that stevia is a calorie-free sweetener. Despite of its sweetness, it doesn't give you the calories. It is not carbohydrate source, and which is really perfect for those people who are trying to lose weight by reducing the calories they're taking. And reducing your sugar intake can help you lower the risk of acquiring diseases in the long run. Plus, it makes you healthier and helps you achieve your ideal weight. Stevia is a healthy and natural substitute to sugar because it offers health benefits without giving you the negative side effects that sugar does to your body. Um, well, there's another thing. Definitely, stevia. If you look in every angle of using stevia, it leads you to it leads you to many health benefits, and I just mentioned some, but there are more health benefits that you can get from stevia. But of course, probably the reason why you're here is you decided to be healthier. You're trying to make changes on, your food intake, which is really good. But let me remind you that it is a lifestyle, okay, that you need to change. You need you need to have a new perspective when it comes to food, when it comes to your body being healthy. It is a permanent decision you should be making. And sometimes changes could be different, because I mean changes are really inevitable. It gives you some, as you know, discomforts, because you know there are some foods that you cannot eat, or you know, and you should avoid. But if you're gonna look at it, this what you are doing right now is an investment for your future. If you have loved ones, you wanna be strong for them, right? You wanna be part of how they grow. You wanna help them, uh, cultivate them to be good young men and women in the future, right? And you need to be healthy for you to be able to do that. And I can say, as the user of stevia is one of the steps, first steps that you can actually do. First things first, change sugar attachment or emotional attachment to it by taking stevia. Eat a healthy diet as much as possible. Be physically active and stay happy and avoid stress at all costs. And yeah, this is a journey that everybody will undergo. I'm on a journey right now, and so far I'm so happy with what I'm seeing. I feel so strong. I don't overeat now. Though sometimes I overeat, but not worse than before. I made some little changes that turned into habit, became my lifestyle, and I'm reaping the benefits. I feel good. I feel so energized. I feel happy. I feel contented, and I'm comfortable with myself. So I hope that you learned something from today. If you do have questions, feel free to put your comment below. And another thing, if you already decided to use stevia as a sugar substitute, because I'm encouraging you, I encourage you to get the dried leaves stevia to make sure that you are getting the real thing. You are not getting a powdered form full of chemicals, uh, which is not stevia at all. And if you don't know where to get one, where to get your supplies from, because you don't know an organic farm or anything, I will put a link below as well. This is where I get my supplies from. Happy with their service, happy with their product, and I cannot complain at all. I mean, they're very reputable, they deliver on time, and they produce quality dried leaf stevia. They don't mix anything at all, just the pure version stevia dry leaves. And okay, so I think that will be it. And again, um, yeah, I'll be happy to answer if you have further questions. Yeah, I'll post a comment below. Okay, so thank you very much for watching this video, for listening to me and my experience with the stevia. And again, may have a great life and stay healthy, and good luck.